Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, over recent years, there has been a really strong movement to change the narrative of the fashion and modelling industry to be more inclusive. Now, TJ Ngoma is a man on a mission to continue this movement and is advocating for plus-size male models, being the first to be signed by a major modelling agency.
Woo!
It's because he's beautiful.
I'm stunning.
For real, though. I mean, earlier when I met this gentleman, I went all the way up to him. And, you know, he's quite a bit taller than me, being a model and whatnot.
No, he's leggy.
He is very leggy. And I was just like, you're so beautiful.
No, stop, you guys. I should come here every day.
But listen, you were here last year, I think, in our other studio. We were discussing Mojaji and Absentia.
Yes, look at your memory, girl.
I don't forget anything.
Ugh, what a pro.
And so, but no mention of modelling then. You were super in love with theatre back then.
And I still am. Theatre's my life. It's my first
So what has
life.
happened within this year?
Oh my goodness, who knows, honestly. It kind of I kind of fell into modelling.
Yeah.
I
fall into models all the time.
You should come to castings with me.
Yeah.
My favorite, my little weapon. Yeah, I kind of fell into modelling. I was scouted at the #+equal campaign.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, my agency kind of scouted me and we had a meeting. They were interested in signing me and literally it took about 2 days and all of a sudden I was a model.
Boom, just like that.
Just like that.
No, but when timing and preparation and you are in the right space, good things will always follow you.
Yeah.
And now you are seen as one of the first male plus-size models to be signed under such a huge brand and organization. But I know that, as you said, this hasn't always been your dream.
No.
I want to find out about baby TJ. Growing up, how did that look like? What struggles did you have to overcome? And when did you finally decide, you know what, this is who I am, and I'm feeling proud to be in my skin?
Look at baby TJ.
I want to eat
am I behind me?
you are behind you.
You are so
You're so cute.
Oh, baby TJ was very like...
No, but look, you were a model from a very young age.
Look at on the cross lying down. I'm dead.
I've been modelling. I'm just like...
You've been modelling.
I just now have an agent, luckily.
Yes.
You know, I can
now
make a pretty point off of it. Yes. Baby TJ was very playful. I used to just love hanging out with my family mostly and just like trying to entertain them, trying to make them laugh. And yeah, I was obsessed with the camera. My dad was a videographer. Like he used to do weddings and he used to play around with his equipment like around the house and stuff like that. And I used to like obsessively harass the man and be like, videos, home videos. I want to see myself. I want to be in front of the camera. I want to play.
But I heard that you also won Stolly's credit card so that you could go buy beauty products.
Genie, yeah.
And you know what?
Who told you that?
The truth will set you free, honey. That's why you've got such popping skin now.
You can't tell nobody nothing. I did. I used to literally steal my dad's credit card. My dad didn't believe in acne and like beauty things. He was just like, it's part of puberty. You're growing up. It's part of, you know, your evolution. And I was like, no, I want skincare. I want expensive things.
I love that.
I want expensive things. I love that energy. That is me all 2020.
All right.
And your journey into it, how you did say that they kind of approached you, but for everyone at home that is kind of like, that ain't good enough, TJ. How did it look like? How did that process moving into the space look like for you?
I mean, I guess it was easier for me because I came off of the #+equal campaign, which was the first ever plus-size men's fashion show in South Africa. First ever. So there was a lot of hype around it. And yeah, there was a lot of press and people were interested already in what we were trying to say as plus-size men. We were basically asking for inclusion, asking the fashion industry to accept us and to see us as beautiful and, you know, as acceptable standards of beauty. So yeah, it was moderately easy for me, but...
But you know, South African men and American men and I think Australian men have got their own, like the models are different everywhere in the world because South African, Australian men and American men are so much bigger than European men. European guys, like at European Fashion Weeks, are tiny.
They like got that athletic build.
They're very androgynous, they're very effeminate. But so this is great. What kind of work are you hoping to get?
If I could be the face of a fragrance, that would be amazing.
Just do what I did and start your own fragrance.
Should I? I'm gonna do it.
Dare to dream.
I mean, definitely like do more. I definitely want to do runway. I want to be on magazines.
Yeah.
I want to be on billboards. But I also don't want to be the only one. Like,
Yeah.
that's a weird thing for me, like going into castings and going into these rooms is like, I'm the only guy.
And TJ, that's what I want to touch on that. So
Yeah.
where do you think in your idea, in your perspective, South African fashion industry is with being that inclusive, with having this conversation not only around just plus size models in general, but having a male face?
I mean, for the fact that in 2020 I'm the first is like
Says a
just
lot.
crazy to me. It says a lot. We've definitely still got a long way to go. Some amazing strides have happened with female plus size models, but I definitely think a lot of men feel like they have to suffer in silence, and there's this weird stereotype that men don't care about how they look and they don't really want to be trendy and cool. And if someone hands me another plaid shirt and says, this is the plus size shit we have for you, I'm gonna lose it.
No.
I want the cool stuff. I want the prints, the cool jeans, the dope jackets.
Totally.
Plus size men also want to be included in fashion. We also want the cool, trendy stuff. So I'm hoping that the fashion industry wakes up and like, you know, gets involved and like pushes this plus size male agenda.
Amazing. I look forward to seeing where you're going to be.
Yeah?
Billboard,
You're coming with me to
everywhere.
the castings.
Oh yeah, Jeannie is your
She's coming.
Not
She's my
have to
secret
ask me
weapon.
twice.
But TJ, before we let you go, on Facebook, Umandisi has asked, hey TJ, I love you and your confidence. What would you say to young plus-size boys and girls from the townships who are not proud of themselves?
I mean, I used to be you. I used to be you. We live in a world where the plus-size body isn't really celebrated in media. You don't see plus-size guys being glorified for their looks. It's usually them being glorified for being funny or for, like, being the gag of the joke. So I used to be you, and eventually, I think my journey kind of transitioned and changed when I accepted myself. When you look in the mirror, yes, you're not the perfect version of yourself, but if you can look in the mirror and accept yourself, that is the first step to learning how to love yourself. So just work on accepting yourself. You'll get there, babe.
Yeah.
So beautiful. What a way to end the interview. Thank you so much, TJ.
Thank you, my
for bringing
queens.
your passion, your confidence, and your love for fashion.
We love you. Thank you
guys.
for coming
Thank
back.
you so much.
Give me a huggy.